Hello, welcome back to Paisley's Life in the Garden. How are you doing this week? I've had a wonderful week. Nothing really exciting, just working and hanging out with the family, which is one of my favorite things to do. You'll probably hear Carmen running around in the background. She's so precious. She's going to be turning 3 this week on Friday. It's just so hard to believe. So you'll probably hear her around doing her little gagging, laughing, and, you know, lollygagging and all that good stuff. So today, I thought that we would get into something that is really easy that you can make for a quick dessert for your family. Now this is my Nannies recipe, and you're going to be surprised. It is peanut butter cookies, but it is extremely easy. It makes a good amount, and you can double the recipe. You can just make some for your family and just do the single recipe. And no matter what, it's delicious. So for peanut butter cookies, you're going to need like a small to medium-sized bowl. You're going to need your peanut butter, your salt, and 1 egg, and your sugar. Now what's that, Paisley girl? You didn't mention flour. No, I didn't. In this recipe, there is no flour. And you will really be surprised how it forms into a wonderful dough ball. It's very good. Very, very, very good. I recommend that you try it. So, with our bowl, we're going to get our 1 cup of sugar. Make sure that it's good and leveled out. Pour it in your bowl. Next, you're going to take your peanut butter, which is 1 cup of peanut butter. So far, 1 cup sugar and 1 cup of peanut butter. Make sure that you smooth it out in there so that you're getting the exact quantity that you need. I may have to open up another jar. It looks like I'm going to have to. So I got the other jar of peanut butter out. I am using creamy for this recipe, but you also can use the crunchy if you prefer to have crunchy peanuts in your cookies. So right there you have 1 cup evened out. You're going to add that to your 1 cup of sugar. Next, you're going to add your 1 egg. Wash your hands. And the last ingredient will be the 1 teaspoon of your salt. So how I remember this recipe so easily from my nanny is everything's a 1. So 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 egg, and 1 teaspoon of salt. That's all it takes. This also is the messy part. This is where you can have your kids wash their hands and help join you, or you can do it yourself. Now you can use a fork. I just find it easier and less complicated to use that. But so I'm going to go ahead and mix this up until a dough forms. Right now you can just tell it's not mixed up very well. You're going to get your hands in there and just kind of start moving things around. Now at first you're going to think, Paisley girl, this is awfully sticky. Yeah, it is. But the more that you mix it around with your hand, it will form into a dough ball. And if you notice that a little more stickier than what you need to roll it into a ball, you can always add more sugar. It just depends on your humidity in your kitchen. Hi Carmen, are you saying hello to everyone? So as you see, the more that I'm mixing it, it's getting less sticky. And you're probably going to mix it by your hands for at least 3 minutes or so. And as you can see, we have a nice little dough going on there, and you want it to where you can form it into a ball and it will smooth out very easily. So while I'm mixing that up, how was all yours week? We had a snowstorm. Not as much as they called for, thank goodness. We've been praying for all those in the South, especially Texas, going through so much right now. Alright, I think that is ready to go. And you'll be able to tell that I can now pull it out and it's not sticking to my fingers anymore. So you know that it's ready. And it should start looking a little bit shiny. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not. I have preheated my oven to 350. And at this point, you're going to make your dough balls. You're going to make them about 1 inch to 1.5 inches round. You just roll them in your hand. They don't have to be perfect. And I separate them on the pan about 2 inches apart. And that's what it'll look like on your pan. And on here I'll be able to make 4 rows, which is 12 cookies, or 16 cookies actually. I'll go ahead and finish that up, and then I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. As you can see, we got our dough balls out. This batch ended up making 24 cookies. The next step is you're going to take a fork and you're going to gently press it down. Just enough to make your marks. Oops. And I lost one. And as you can see, I'm just patting them down to about 1/2 inch thick. You do not have to do this. I just like doing it just because it makes them pretty. Let me get that before the dogs do. Alright. Then you're going to go ahead and do your second pan. we already had our oven preheated to 350. I'm going to go ahead and pop these in. And these will bake at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. I usually set up for 8 and then kind of watch it and pull them out when I think that they're good to what we like to do. So, put these in the oven. And set the timer. I went ahead and set it for 10 minutes, but like I said, I'll check them at 8. Okay, so it has been about 10 minutes. I checked them at 8. It did not seem quite to my liking, so I went ahead and waited the full 10 minutes. And look at that. Doesn't that look scrumptious? We're going to let these cool for about 5 minutes. At this time, if you'd like, you can sprinkle some sugar on top as it's cooling down. This is not a necessary step. We just like a little bit of added sugar to it to make it even more sweeter than it already is. So we've been talking about peanut butter cookies today. I will be doing more videos as far as canning and dehydrating and gardening. Right now there's not a lot going on. Towards the end of the video here, I'll show you that I have planted some indoor starts. My brother and I, well actually my brother's family and my family, are doing a co-gardening this year. And so I'd like to show you some of the things I've already started. I am in zone 6B. So 2 weeks ago, I started the onion seeds and the moss. I have moss, parsley, and wild thyme has already germinated. So I'll show you a little bit of that. And so I'm excited. Is anyone else excited for spring to come around? Cannot wait. The sun just warms my soul. While we're waiting on the other cookies to finish cooking, I thought I'd bring you over to my little setup for my indoor garden. As you can see here, we have onions. Those are the sweet white onions that I planted 2 weeks ago, and they're already 3 inches tall. Then we also have the I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? But that's the moss parsley. I don't know why it's not picking up. There it is. There's one. There they are. So that is so exciting. I cannot wait. Sorry, get the camera here going. Cannot wait till spring. Are you all excited for spring? If you are, comment below. Let me know what you're most excited about for spring.
Hello.
And Carmen is saying hello.
Yeah, baby. Aww.
Yeah, are you saying hello to all of our friends?
Yeah, baby.
Yes. And there you have it. Peanut butter cookies. Smells so delicious. I have to try one. Memories of my nanny. She used to make it all the time. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me this week. And look forward to my videos next week. Next week I plan on doing some more gardening so that you can actually see me plant what's next for Zone 6B. So please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And don't forget, share, share, share. Have a good week, y'all.